Hello fellow YouTubers, I am deciding to relaunch my YouTube channel again after, this is probably the third or fourth time now, and largely in part due to a guy I met through my girlfriend. His name is Kevin, he's in LA. He is a YouTuber as well, also a pharmacist as well, and he was telling me about how there's a shortage of pharmacy videos on YouTube. And so I figured, why don't I make some videos on YouTube? So I thought I'd talk about things like pharmacy school, how to get into pharmacy school, pharmacy residencies, what's residency like, very miserable, job opportunities, just everything under the sun about pharmacy. A little bit of background about myself. I did my bachelor's in pharmacy training at the University of Florida. Decided to do 2 years of pharmacy residency training afterwards, and finally took a job last year in Minnesota as an informatics pharmacist. So the purpose of this video was actually to share this awesome tool that I discovered when I graduated pharmacy school. The tool itself is called Pharmacy Forecast. It is essentially this document that predicts the next 4 years of the pharmacy profession. And it has helped me a lot because it was one of the factors that helped guide me to choose the field I'm currently in, which is informatics. So it came out in 2013. It is published every year by this group of panelists that is elected by ASHP. And these are basically pharmacy experts in their respective fields, and they talk about the new hot trends in the pharmacy professions and the pharmacy world, like provider status, healthcare reform, residency training, job market, things like that. So it's very useful if you are currently in pharmacy or currently looking to get into pharmacy. A big takeaway about the first version that came out in 2013 and why it helped me a lot was that it had actually predicted that there was going to be a lot of qualified residency trained pharmacists, so individuals with PGY1, PGY2s, and some PGY3s in the next 4 years. So specifically between 2013 and 2017. I'm sure it's going to keep going up as time goes on. But they predicted that there was going to be a huge shortage of informatics trained pharmacists. And that kind of piqued my interest since before pharmacy, I was actually on the engineering track. And so I decided to learn a little bit more about informatics at that time and consider it as a career path. They don't really do a good job of teaching us about informatics in pharmacy school. I know that there's a lot more initiatives nowadays that try to inform pharmacy students about this field. So it's getting better. So that was the original version that was published in 2013. The new version that was published this past year had some interesting insights and predictions about where pharmacy is going in the next 4 years. There's a lot of content in there. I haven't read through all of it, but since most people are interested in the availability of jobs, salary, and things of that nature, I figured I'd share the predictions just on that piece. You can go ahead and read through the article if you want to look at the rest. It's not going to be a huge surprise for most of you, but the panelists predict that there's going to be a shortage of pharmacy jobs in the next 4 years, and that's kind of due to the oversupply of pharmacists. They're pumping out tons of pharmacists due to all these pharmacy schools they also think that there's going to be a decrease in jobs due to the automation and the additional roles that pharmacy technicians are going to have in dispensing. They also are predicting a decrease in pharmacist salaries by about 10%, but they're predicting that pharmacy technician salary is going to increase about 25% or so. So some interesting insights, probably not a surprise to all of you. And for those of you who are interested in learning some of the other things, they talk about a lot of great things in there. You can read through it yourself. I'm going to post a description below, so feel free to take a gander at it. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. And lastly, if you have any comments or suggestions about future videos that you want to hear me talk about, just leave them in the comments below. Until next time.